Are you planning to come to the UK as an international student? And you are contemplating, should I come with my family or should I come myself? Wait, before you make that decision, you need to watch this video to the end while I tell you how I did my own. The challenges you're going to face if you do this, if you do that. The first point, when you've gotten your admission, you've gotten your cast, you've gotten everything, and you're about planning to come to the UK, ask yourself, where am I going to stay? Accommodation issue. That's the most important thing you need to have. Where are you going to stay? It's cold. Where am I going to put my head? Oh, you say you want to stay in the hotel. For how long are you going to stay in the hotel? Oh, I'm going to stay in Airbnb. For how long? So if you're coming in, where are you going to stay? That you should secure it. And also sometimes when you have the migration checkpoint, they ask you, where are you going to stay? When I came in, all right, I came in alone. When I came in, I'd already secured my accommodation down because it's quite flexible for students to get accommodation than families. Honestly, it's quite flexible than families. So as students, you get accommodations very, 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 very fast because they know that our students now, just under a year, you've gotten everything. When the landlord came to check on me, it was just my BRP, my school letter, my school property share. That was the thing. That was what he came to look at, just to know that, okay, because you're not paying council tax, the school is going to cover those areas. For those in Portsmouth as single students, you have cheaper accommodation in South Sea area, or the school provides accommodation, but it's quite expensive, honestly. You're going to pay for almost a whole year. But if you can foot it, fine. And it's a very lovely place. It's an ensuite, more like they call it studio, where you have your toilet to yourself, you have your kitchen to yourself, you have your own privacy to yourself. It's secured, it's everything. Sometimes they clean it, it's just there, but it's very expensive. But I bear not this. I cannot do it. Even if the money is there, I have better things to use my money for. So what I did, I'd already secured a student accommodation because there were houses whereby it could be like, I think, how many bedroom? We had like 4 beds and 1 toilet. After academics, I left that house because that definitely you're going to leave, even though you start paying unnecessary tax. So 4 beds, 1 toilet. We're able to share and rotate ourselves together in the house, not to go to school and find place and put your head down. So that was how I was able to struggle. I was able to survive, and I paid 325. It was a double, yeah. It's called a double. I paid £325 per month. Yeah, that was how much I paid compared to someone paying £700 a month times 12. So there's a difference between those who are staying in the normal school accommodation and staying out, just like hostels. You are staying in your hostel and you are staying in town. That's just the difference. So it's much more expensive to stay with school accommodation. Secondly, if you are coming to the UK, do not bring in your family yet. See, husbands, I know women, wives, like, you want to go alone. You don't want you to leave me alone. Say you go and marry there. You go and blah, blah. I understand. But if you are the husband coming to study, don't bring your wife and kids first. Please. Don't even bring your wife first. If you don't have kids here, don't bring her yet. I advise, give the space of 4 months so you can secure yourself, get your job, get the necessary training with the job you want to know. Get the necessary training with where you want to work before you start working. Do not bring in your spouse yet and kids. It's very difficult to get an accommodation for them. It's much more easier for you to get the accommodation than another party entirely. I came alone. It was easier for me. When my husband came safe, it was in the hotel for like almost a week. Then he started staying with me. And when my landlord came out, I told my landlord that it's my boyfriend. Actually, I lied. Because I was not wearing my ring at that time. I will not lie. I wasn't wearing my ring. Even when I am gone safe, I say it's my boyfriend. You have to be smart. Honestly, you have to be smart. You have to use your, you get what I'm saying? You have to use here. So if you tell them we are, no, it's the accommodation is for only one person. So I didn't tell them he was my husband. I said he was my boyfriend who came to visit me. And my boyfriend used to visited me for 3 months, and we kept living in that house till I left there to this place. Even here, gone safe. It's the same thing. So, but there's a way, there's a way I plan my things. There's a way I tell people how you can work this out. I don't say to go and lie, you don't go and lie. So what I'm saying is, if you know that you've settled down and you're here for, like, let's say the month, this is October now, October, then maybe January, you can bring in your family. You would have secured 3-bedroom. They will ask you, this place is for how many? Tell them, don't go and say it's for family of 5, 4. Tell them it's just myself, my partner, my kid, or myself, my partner, my child, so that you get a 3-bedroom. Because if you tell them it's family of 5, that's 3 kids and 12 now. They will tell you you're gonna get 5-bedroom. And do you know how much you're talking about here? It's very expensive. And now accommodation is now crazy, really expensive. They said yesterday I was with a taxi driver and he said Portsmouth is so full that they don't know where to start from. Accommodation is so difficult to get. So please and please know how to plan yourself properly. Also, it's not compulsory to come to Portsmouth. Go and look for places that are far from Portsmouth. If you want to get accommodation, look for neighboring towns that you can enter train, enter bus, because it's not every day you have school. It's not even you come to classes. It's like, maybe settle down first. How many times am I going to have my class? I told this to a friend of ours, and it worked for him. Because thank you very much. And I'm telling you now. So if you know that, oh, Portsmouth is so populated or no house here, what am I going to do? Look there. We have a place called Colsham, Avans, where you can use your train, you can use your buses, and you can get your job. Do you understand? I know it won't be easy for students, but as family, if your family is coming in, this is what you need to do. This is what you need to do. As students, it's advisable to get within Portsmouth, because it's quite flexible for students to get accommodation than family. You understand? So these are the things you need to bear in mind when you are coming, because they might ask you, where are you going to stay? Oh, they will ask, oh, it's on the news now, they will ask you. So another point is, when you are coming in, please have some cash on you. When I mean cash, have some money on you. For instance, you just landed now and you don't know where to go. Sometimes, if you want to lodge in the hotel for that day, it depends on the time you come in. If you want to lodge in the hotel for that day, lodge. But hotel will not collect cash. They take its own cashless policy. So if you have a friend that's here, you tell them, please, do you mind if you help me to pay? When I came in, I had a lot of cash on me. So when I think I had almost like how many thousands on me. And the first time I went to the hotel, I paid the taxi driver. They collect cash, yes. I paid the taxi driver cash. But trying to lodge, I had to pay a friend. I had to meet with someone to tell one of his friends that is already here to help me pay the hotel. Do you understand? Then I transferred Naira to him. That was what I did, because I had Naira to in my account. Then I transferred Naira to him, and I was able to use pounds to pay. That was like my accommodation for that night. But what about food? It was difficult for me to eat because I had no card on me. So if you have somebody that you can transfer money to, and the person can make certain payments for you within, that can help you till you have a soft landing, mean your accommodation, that's fine. And the first thing I tell people, please, when you get here, after you are settled, go and get your BRP. And please, if you know you have not paid your school fees, where is not complete yet, do not take or pick your BRP from school. Most agents that help people to come down to study here, they use their school address as where they will pick their BRP from. I beg. I tell people, I know people use agents, so I use post office JJJ to pick my BRP. Do you understand? Pick your BRP from post office, not school. If you do it from school will not open your portal. I'm not the only one I'm saying this. I know people that have fallen victim. My flatmate fell victim and they almost locked his portal. In fact, aside locking his portal itself, they almost what's it called? It was almost expelled because of payment. That one was because, like I said, agents give people wrong information. He came here for top up. I know top up. If you are paying 15,000 this year, you're still going to pay 15,000 next year. Remember, so he was doing kitty kitty kata kata. He was running around for school fees. Now he's still going to run again for next year. So before he could pay this year's own, it was difficult. And they were wondering, why is it so difficult? But you guys, you claim you have the money, blah 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 blah. So these are the things that you experience. So pick your BRP from the post office, not your school. That is another one. Secondly, after picking your BRP, go and open a bank account. Your bank account is also very important. So you can have cashless policy, you can have your ATM card. It's not that hard. Open your bank account, go secure your bank account, go have your card so that you tell them, okay, this is where I'm staying, and so that you have your proof of address, because they need your proof of address for you to get your bank account. Okay. Also, you know, when you are settled, don't feel too settled. You have to come and start working to pay your bills. Be like me, oh, you work immediately. Me, as I landed October, I started working October. You asked me out. Yes, October, I started my work. I know they sit down October. So you go for the necessary training. Like, it was back to back for me. Yeah, there's a place called, they have different training academy that will train you for the healthcare stuff. Healthcare is where you can make your fast money. Let me not lie to you. They have different academies, so you quickly do your training. You do that, okay, this, I have my BRP, I have my blah blah blah. Sometimes it could take, as a now, it's becoming very difficult because of compliance. Unlike then, when as far as you have your BRP, you have your training certificate, you're good to go. So me, I worked when I came in. So that was what really helped me. My mom was shocked. I started working. I started working, because I have bills to pay. You need to pay for your house rent. You need to pay for food. Do you understand? So these are the things you need to bear in mind when you are coming, so you don't get stranded. Lastly, the bonus point I had. Now, I heard, in fact, I have heard for someone that they asked him to show them their proof of funds. This is because they believe that we claim we have the money in our bank account. And when we get here, they used to remove it when we are done. We've gotten our cash and everything. Now we've entered. You've not entered here too. Because they could ask you at the checkpoint, you don't know you are going to meet that day, and they will tell you, can I see your proof of funds, that you have your money to pay your remaining school fees, you have your money to pay your accommodation, and you have your money to take care of yourself. So you need to be prepared when coming in to have a safe landing. So if you are coming in and you are planning to come in, I wish you all the best. I wish you a nice trip, and I wish you safe landing in whatever city you find yourself. Please, I tell people, be very careful. Be very, very, very careful when you're coming into the UK. Information is very important. You get the good, you get the... Thank you so much for your time. I remain your girl, Ife Jones, and this is Chat with Jola. If you've not subscribed to my channel, endeavor to subscribe to my channel for more information. Turn on your notification so that we grow together. Thank you guys. I love you so much. Bye.